diplomat stationed here at the American Embassy in Stockholm. Before I became a diplomat, I was a high school debate coach. And I think that my work as a debate coach is far more important than anything I'll ever do as a diplomat. And so that's why I'm here to ask you to have debate with adults over dinner. And I'm going to do it in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Before I can really get into the details of my proposal, I need to explain to you why debate is so gosh darn important. Research shows that when an average American high school kid enters in a debate program in the United States, their grades go up and their standardized test scores when it comes to critical thinking, reading, and writing all go skyrocketing. Now, I know what you're thinking to yourself. Debate, those are the kids in the blue blazers. Those were the nerds in my school. And you're probably right at some level. But that doesn't mean that only smart kids go do debate. I, for one, am an example. And two, I was a high school teacher, so I can guarantee you, I don't want to be cruel, but not all of my kids were Einsteins. But they all worked hard. They all read a lot, and they all practiced a lot. And in fact, that makes sense, because research shows that over the course of a typical year, a competitive year for a high school debater, that student will do as much research and writing as what a graduate student will do in writing a thesis. So basically, entering the world of debate is sort of like giving a get smart pill and giving it to a kid, because they do get smart. One other example of this, and I think that this really blows my mind, is the 44 cities in the United States that host urban debate leagues. Now, you probably have the image that debaters are all kids with silver spoons more in their mouth, and they go to private academies named after dead philosophers. But in fact, the Urban Debate League is the complete opposite of this. These are leagues that are established in the poorest neighborhoods in America, places where kids don't have a lot of academic support, they don't have money, and the schools are literally falling apart. There's issues with crime. I mean, I have friends that attended a lot of these programs, and you know what? I was afraid of them when I debated them in college, because they were really good. A program like this, and taking kids that have absolutely no academic opportunity and transforming them into fantastic students, is exactly what speech and debate has done for a lot of American kids. And so I'm wondering, why did we stop once we finished high school? Why can't adults also get something out of speech and debate? Is it because we're too grown up to participate? Perhaps. But one of the most important responsibilities that we have as civic people, as citizens of democracies, is to be able to participate. And that means that you and I, we all have to have razor-sharp analytical skills. We have to listen to what those politicians say in those presidential debates and analyze them quickly. We need to think about the other side of the issue. And there's nothing better than debate to help you form and refine those skills. And in fact, if you've done any debate in high school, you are more likely to vote. You are more likely to join a civic organization. And for those of you who've read Professor Robert Putnam's book, Bullying Alone, you know just how important that is. Okay, so my proposal, listen, five friends, that's all you need. Okay, if you don't have friends, 5 semi-close acquaintances, you can invite a spouse or a sambo or a partner, okay? About a week before dinner, what I want you to do is send out to them 3 debate topics. They don't have to all be political or boring. They can be about sports or fashion or anything else, the royal wedding. Just send it out to them and then say, do some research. Because at dinner, you are going to be randomly assigned to argue one side of this topic. This is a dinner party, people, and it can be a lot of fun. The important part about this, you gotta have a stopwatch. How am I doing? Okay. And you have to follow rules, right? Somebody's got to present one side of the case, somebody has to present the other side of the case, maybe a little cross-examination if you're feeling good about it, and of course, rebuttals, right? Okay, there are 2 objections. I know. First, I argue with people all day at work. Why do I want to do that with my friends at home over dinner table? Okay, arguing is not debate, because the genius of debate is not that people argue with each other. Yeah, that happens a lot. It's because debate forces you to advocate for a position that you may not naturally be inclined to do so, thus opening up your perspective. That's important about debate, and that's why you have to be able to do it and not just argue. And the second question that a lot of people have is like, well, why do this over the dinner table with rules and the stopwatch? I'm not comfortable with that. Can't we just talk about this on the sofa with a glass of wine and some cashew nuts? No. Because debate is like physical exercise, all right? You wouldn't go to a jazzercise class and everybody do their own thing. You've got to have structure. And structure builds those mental muscles and that civic capacity to do things well. Okay, so that's my concept. Adults debate over dinner. And if things go well, a little discussion for dessert.